You need to. We did a. Okay. I mean, so you started like when you started.
It should have like blue writing on it.
This is behind the scenes. Listen, Vision, Sunny Simmons Show. Hey. DC icon Trina Boo.
Yeah. I don't have no monitor today. No. Nope. I got you. That's gonna be like 4 shows in one day. There we go. Welcome back, Hey, welcome back, son. Hey, welcome back, son. You can turn it up, D. You know that hype's me. Welcome back, Sonny. Yes. Happy Sunday, baby. Start your work week off with me. Keep that energy. Keep it, baby. I got her in here, and she was on time. I love an icon that's on time. She got money and business. We gonna find out today. Start your work week off with me. I got Trina Boo. She infamous. She an icon. She a DC legend. Clap with me. It's Sundays with Sunny. Welcome back, Sonny. I'm gonna get my son together. You know, I gotta keep my cards right. Make sure she good. She got some water. And we in here. We running 4 cameras in. We running 4 shows. 4 shows in one day. Tune in. That's when you like, love, and share. Get your friends up here real quick. Get them on your live. Trina Boo coming up next. It's Sunday. Sunday. Turn it up, baby. I love y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Make the same since bro left out.
Ooh, you know we need you. Y'all need nothing. Right here is when you need me. Right here. Come on. Tune in, B-Day. Come on. Welcome back. Welcome. Hey, son. You got a lady in the house. You got to wear a button up. Hey, they don't watch this show. Come on, man. We got Trina Boo. Y'all don't play it today. And make sure you put a number 1 when you repeat. Put a number 1 when you repeat. Hey, James, thank you so much. Share the video. She getting ready. You know how the icons do. They get ready. You see, I need a new telephone for it out. Come up and you bring it up. You ready? Hello. How y'all doing? Oh, my mic sound crazy. How you doing today, D? Hold on. Icon, let me check in with my nephew real quick. You know what I'm saying? Let me check in because I got to make sure he gets all the audio and visuals right for this. You all right? Did you have a rough night last night? You did? Play that music for me that I asked you to play. Let me see where you at. Turn this over and turn the other one. Sometimes you got to get a young one's direction. We going to talk about that. Because you know, you legendary. I know you got to give a few directions out here. Turn that up for me. Trina Boo like. Trina Boo like. Trina Boo like. Trina Boo like. Trina Boo, hey! Hey! You better do it. You gonna act like a lady today. Like, hey, Trina Boo here. D Cutting. Welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, her mic sound like him. My mic sound like her. What's going on in here? Y'all act funny when these girls come up in here and stuff. Is that what it is? Y'all act funny when the ladies come in here. Y'all just treat me like chopped meat, like corned beef hash.
We get shot sometimes.
Dang, here we go. I'd like to say welcome, Trina Boo.
Thank you for having me, Trina Boo.
Is it always Trina Boo? Can it ever be just Trina?
Depends.
On what?
Where I'm at.
TGI Fridays.
Trina Boo.
The White House.
Trina Adams.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Can I tell you a secret?
Please.
If you go to the White House, it should be Trina Boo.
Ooh.
I ain't lying.
I'll take that too.
Yeah, when you go, make sure it's Trina Boo.
Trina Boo.
Because that's what it is.
It is that.
It is. It's a national go-go month. And I didn't even know this. This was the first time I ever heard it. So I started to trend that. And there's no way that I could think about go-go and not think of you. Do you think of yourself when you think of go-go?
Definitely. I am go-go.
You are. 3 reasons why Trina Boo is go-go.
Trina Boo is go-go number 1. They say I'm iconic.
No, not they. You.
They say I don't look at myself as iconic.
You don't?
No, I don't look at myself as a star. I look at myself as a survivor.
Okay.
I'm a survivor.
Okay. All right, give me three things. They say
that. About me?
Yeah.
Good thing?
No, it could be anything you want.
Whatever thing?
Whatever thing.
No, they say that I'm legendary here.
Mm-hmm.
They say I'm iconic here. And of course they say I'm the showstopper.
When it comes to those, and I like those 3 things, that makes sense. I like the legendary. So let's start with that first. In order to be a legend, you had to have done something. What have you done?
As far as go industry.
In the industry.
Well,
That, my thing is, in order for you to be Trina Boo, it can't be just the go-go. You can't just pop up in the go-go and that's what it is. How did you carry yourself outside of the go-go to make you Trina Boo in the go-go?
Well, actually, I brought Trina Boo to the go-go. And it started pretty much from school. When I was at Dunbar, I didn't become Trina Boo until I was in the 10th grade, believe that or not. And okay. I went to Dunbar in my 10th grade year, and I tried out for cheerleader. And the coach there, her name was Tootie, I'll never forget. And we were learning to cheer at the time. And she said, no, Trina just don't sound right. We're going to just call you Trina Boo. And that's how I became Trina Boo. I did not become Trina Boo until I was in the 10th grade.
Had you been to a go-go by the 10th grade?
No.
Wow.
No, my mother did not play with me. My mother was very, very strict.
How many kids is it? The sisters and brothers you have? I'm gonna tell you, hey look, when they get quiet up in here, we just all gonna take a sip together, okay? Because it might have moments where we're gonna get quiet. I would rather for you all to hydrate. Make sure you drink your water, okay? Because, yeah, it's winter time. I want them skins to look good. But I'm going to take a sip of Red Bull. I got a long night ahead of me, okay?
It's 2 of us.
It's 2 of you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, growing up, what did you want to do growing up? Did you want to be a doctor, a lawyer?
No, honestly, growing up, I wanted to be a mortician. Yeah.
Really?
I was studying to be a mortician, and I got pregnant. So, my mom, my mother didn't watch my children at all. I had to keep my kids with me at all times. So even people who know me, when I was cheering at school, my children was always in the bleachers. Always. So, and that failed, and here I am.
What kind of, when you say your mom didn't watch the kids, which a lot of, I think, young kids today have a problem that their parents, they too dependent on their parents. What kind of parent did that make you, though?
It made me a strong parent. I didn't have no choice but to be a parent to my children, because one thing I do love about Trina Boo, I was Trina Boo in the streets, but I was always mommy at home. You understand what I'm saying? It always was a breakage between it. See, and one thing I love about my children is that no matter what people may say about me, my kids never see me live it. So, you know, when they're saying certain things like, Trina, with all the dudes, my kids never see me live anything. None of it.
So, at what age do you think your kids realized you were Trina Boo?
They, at an early age.
Did they get a lot of benefits for being your kid?
I believe so, and you know, good and bad, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, my reputation, my name rolls in this city. So, you know, my children may have had some moments where people were saying bad things about me, but in the back of their mind, they probably were saying that that's not my mom. My mom didn't do that. But their feelings probably were still hurt, you know, as well. But one thing about me, I never kept secrets from my children. Like, I told them everything about me.
When it comes to being a mom and now you're a grandma, what is one of the lessons, just one quick lesson that being Trina Boo that you give your children and grandkids now? What's that one lesson that you constantly tell them?
Love.
Love.
Love. Because when I was growing up, I wasn't shown a lot of love. And it's sad to say, but I didn't grow up with love. I didn't hear that a lot. Like, I love you. I'm proud of you. You know, I had to find my own avenues, you know what I'm saying, to survive. I didn't have that kind of parent. I didn't have that mom parent who, and this is not to badger my mom, but if I have to tell the truth about me, since I've been silent for so many years, I have to tell the truth. I didn't grow up with a lot of love at all.
Do you think not growing up in the house with a lot of love is why you gravitated more to go-go and that community, because there was a lot of love?
Yeah, and it's sad to say to this day that where is I do get a lot of love.
Do you still get the same amount of love, more love, or less love now?
I would say more love.
Really?
Yeah, I would say more love. I get a lot of love in the go-go industry. I really do.
Do the youngins know who Trina Boo is?
Yes, they do.
They do? Do you see a youngin that's in the club that may show resemblance of you? Like, you can be, oh, that's little Trina Boo there, huh?
Nah, I just look at my daughter and that's my memory, you know, but she has her own personality. But some things she does reminds me of me.
Does she go to go-go's? Is she a go-go head?
Yeah, my daughter goes to go-go's. My son is a musician, so my son is in the go-go industry as well.
Okay. So this is a life thing.
Yeah, it's a life thing.
Last week I had Donnell Floyd here. He sat right next to Trina. And I know Trina, but one thing about what I do here, I tell everybody, even if I know you, this cannot be familiar because this is my job. And I'm trying to do something here. So while I know you, there's things that I don't know. And there's some things that I want to clear up. And I think I am probably the only person that can do that with a decorum. So we're going to come right back. You're going to drink some water. I'm going to make sure you good. Because one thing about me, I always, if I am in the presence of an icon or a legend, millionaire, or a pretty woman, I make sure they are all right. So I'll be right back. This Sunday's with Sunny. Y'all, we about to get into it.
Muda was left. He was left only at 2 months old. He's 14 years old. And I've never looked back. I've never looked back. I didn't ask no questions. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't have a babysitter. And I called my good sister, Demeter Warren, and I said, look, I got a grandson now. Can you watch him? So it was very, very hard. It still is hard. But, and due to everybody loves Sir. Everybody. They know Sir's that's my sidekick.
He got a star quality about him.
Yeah, Sir is amazing. And You know, that's the one that they say had sickle cell disease. The doctor can say whatever, but I know my God to be a healer. So I never claim anything. Even when he's in a crisis, I don't care where I'm at, I get there.
You know what?
You know?
Because I ain't letting some of this stuff go real quick because another rumor came to my head and I want to go. Steve Young. Were you his girlfriend?
Let me tell you about my apostle, Stephen E. Young Sr., for everybody who's watching. If you ever put your mouth on him, it's wrong the time. I was never his girlfriend. I've never been his mistress. But to be honest with you, everybody think that my bond is with my apostle, but it wasn't. It was with the first lady and her son, Ola. Ola was my best friend, her son. Yeah, but I would have never known Apostle Stephen E. Young if it wasn't for Foots.
Okay.
When he eulogized Foots over there in Southeast, I became a member. And my pastor been preaching for 27 years. I've been with him for 25 straight. Ibexing it, black holding it, everything. And he knew. And one thing I can honestly say, before I went to the clubs, Maddie will always tell me, and I'm telling y'all this, world, everybody that's watching, I always went in a closet and read the 23rd Psalm. Every time, I promise y'all on my mother, before I went to a club, Maddie respected that. I'm telling you, I always read the 23rd Psalm, and I never knew why I used to was reading the word, but now I know why. Because when I took those 5 bullets, God saved my life. He had already prepared me. See, I trusted him way back then.
Okay.
So, Apostle Stephen E. Young, I take that name very, very serious. Because my apostle showed me how to forgive, and he also taught me how to live right. Not perfect, but right. So, I love my apostle, and I never, ever had any kind of relationship. And I'm not talking like Bill Clinton, because mine's the truth.
Okay.
And I take his name very serious.
All right, we're going to get into the part of the show where we might need security.
They here.
Security.
You see Tasha and Sister Angelo, they here. Where my real friends at? They right here.
I want a word, a name, and I want you to give it to me. Whatever it is, give it to me.
Okay.
Donnell Floyd.
Entertainer.
You ever fucked him?
No.
White boy.
Too cool.
You ever fucked him?
No.
Mickey.
Me and Mickey has a code, so if he's watching, this is what I'm gonna do. It's between his inside of me and Mickey.
Okay. Sugar Bear.
No, you didn't ask me did I sleep with him.
Did you sleep with him?
Mickey?
Yeah.
No.
You did?
No. Never.
Never. Sugar Bear.
Honest.
Honest. You ever sleep with him?
I love Sugar Bear. Wouldn't do it. Never slept with him.
Miss Kim.
Precious. She's precious. Did I ever sleep with her? No.
I've been trying for years. I'm over it now. Fuck. She gonna wish she treated me different in a few years. But we didn't get back Kim. Kim, you know something. I love you. Let's go, Steve Roy.
Steve Roy thorough.
Really, for a light skin.
Yeah, I love Steve.
Have you slept with him?
No.
Would you give him some?
No. I respect him and his companion. I love her.
I think they are beautiful.
They are awesome together. But can I tell you a story? Sure. You was there. Remember I played a trick on her? When we was at Ivy the Smokehouse, I did. And she was talking to us. And I said, I just want to come clean with you. I slept with me and Steve slept with each other like 10 times and yada yada. I was just, because I just met her. And I was just making up a rumor. When Steve came back from wherever he was at, I said, Steve, I told her the truth. He was like, what? I said, I told her that me and you slept with each other. He said, oh, why you But it was all a joke, and we was laughing because I said, see how a rumor can start that fast? We was in Ivy Smokehouse. You was there. But no, Steve Roy. I love his companion. Isn't she beautiful?
She is.
Yeah, I love
Yes.
her. I love her.
Give me your favorite, give me the best dick ever had in DC.
Oh my God. That won't even take long. You know when I had that one night stand in August? Remember, I've been celibate.
Yes.
I've been Tasha gonna laugh and Angela. This is the God's honest truth, y'all. Anybody know me? I know I don't lie. I've been celibate for 2 years and 6 months, and I had a one night stand in August. What was it? August the 5th. Oh my God! Remember I went to Ocean City?
Yes.
Yeah, and I had sex with him one time, and I couldn't do no more because I didn't want no more. I just wanted that one time. I didn't even sleep in the bed the whole weekend. That was August the 5th. What month is this?
November.
I'm still celibate again.
You said you got some.
Yeah.
I ain't making it through November. I was gonna. That's what I was gonna ask you. How the hell you do it? Because I'm barely making it through these 30 days.
You know what? I'm glad that you asked that question. Ask me again.
Yeah, I mean, how are you making it? Because it's tough for me.
Well, it ain't tough for me when you see those bills and I've been struggling. I haven't had a job in 8 months and nobody came to my rescue. So my struggle has been very real.
You say that.
Yeah.
You are the type of person, and you made notes. You made notes about that. I'm winding up, y'all, and y'all know me. I'm gonna find a way because I think I got another way to bring you back with some other people and do. I got something in my head, but I want y'all to know before we kind of close this up. First things first. This was National Go-Go Month, and I've never heard of this before. Let's keep the tradition. There was no way that I could do National Go-Go Month without this icon and this legend being here. I really hope that this interview knocks some rumors down. I really hope this interview if you haven't loved her, maybe now you'll love on her a little bit more. I'm hoping that my go-go community has looked at this or looking at this and saying what a wonderful job they are doing on Zoom. And we want more. Exactly, Vanessa. Part 2. You said it. But part 2, I'm going to do something else. So, before we close out, my biggest thing with having this is I wanted you to have a celebrity interview because that's who the fuck you are.
A celebrity.
And that's the way I see it.
Thank
and
you.
I say it because there's a younger generation that is out here. Look on Instagram. I give you homework. These young ladies don't do anything but have a nice body. And the fact that your body was what people came to at first,
Yeah.
but now they on Trina Boo is what is the celebrity of it. So I just wanted to say thank you for what you do. Continue to be an example the way that you are. Make your own lane the way you do. Don't you change up you. And when this reel comes back to us, the way it's going to come back to us, we'll spend it together.
Thank you.
You want to tell the people something before we leave?
You still have time.
They said protect your peace.
Protecting my peace and my space without you. But most of all, you still have time to mind your business.
Tell them, baby.
Yeah. It's easy and it's free.
Baby, this when the icon and the goat meet. There it is. There it is. This Sunday with Sunny's. Y'all, next week I am going on Thanksgiving break because there's nobody I could possibly think.
You're going to do my birthday with me now.
I'm going to do your birthday, but I don't think I'm going to come here next Sunday because after Floyd and Trina Boo, I think I need a motherfucking break, baby. A day ain't slept in like 3 weeks. I'm serious about that. All Red Bulls and good gas. I need a break, okay? And I got to make sure there were some names that both of them that they said some names in these interviews, so I want to pull them names and see if I can get them in this chair. I am not sitting with just anybody here on Sundays with Sunny. I am on something else. I am on something new. This success right here, this shit all about me right now, baby. I got me.
Much success. I love you. Hey.
Thank you.
All live. Hey, they my brothers. Hey, all the motherfucking time. Trina Boo all the motherfucking time. Hey,
Trina Boo be like that.
Hey,
Trina Boo be like that.
and you're mad.
I see y'all the more.
You mad because you spreading all those rumors and I ain't done shit to the people.
And she's still winning.
Still winning.
Come get some Victoria's Secret out of her house. She got all this.
They not coming to my house.
I'll pick it up for you. Come on, y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all. They not coming to my house.
right? They can cut and screw that.
All the time.
Bones. Are you dressing up?
All the motherfucking time, nigga. You good?
What?
Hey, you dressing up for the go home?
I wish you would too.
Don't do that.
My phone